right, it is late April, but it's not going to feel like it as we round out the month of April. The last week of April is going to be hot and humid with spotty afternoon storms. Most days really feeling like early to midsummer instead of the last week of April. So, of course, we had rain in the forecast for much of this past week. We've had measurable rainfall every single day, including today, although not as much today. The coverage is down just a little bit, and I think that's a trend that's going to continue as we head into the weekend. Now, the southeastern quarter of the country, hot, humid air mass. We have got warm, muggy air south of that stationary frontal boundary, which is now way up in the Midwest, and then also east of that dry line, which is over West Texas. Now, we're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms developing in this muggy air through the weekend. We're going to see high pressure, though, reestablish itself in the upper levels over early next week, so that's going to tamp down on our rain chances. I think we'll see more sun Monday and Tuesday, and as a result, it is going to be hot and humid. We're going to keep a south wind over the next several days, so with temperatures pushing 90 Monday and Tuesday, I think the heat index could easily make it up between 90 and 95 for early next week. Then another front's going to make a run at us middle of next week, and rain chances will once again come back up. So here's a look at the rain from earlier today, really dissipating. We do have a couple thunderstorms back off to the west of us in Louisiana, so can't totally rule out a chance of rain during the overnight, but I'm going to give it about a 20% chance after midnight. Otherwise, it's just going to be mostly cloudy, warm and muggy for late April. It's still 70 degrees at nearly 11 o'clock at night, and dew points are in the 60s with a south wind, of course. So we're going to stay in the 60s during the overnight, I think mid to upper 60s in the morning. And then tomorrow, just like the past several days, low 80s. Could see some mid 80s down to our south. It really just depends on how much sun we see. I think there will be limited sun in the morning, and then scattered storms developing in the heating of the day. Again, we're going to give it about a 50% chance for tomorrow. Now, less of a chance over the weekend, about 30%, and you see how the temperatures are going to respond. We'll be in the mid to upper 80s, and then almost no rain Monday and Tuesday. That's the day that we're going to push 90 degrees. So here's a look at the next 48 hours. Notice the scattered storms developing Friday afternoon, 50% coverage. Those are going to die away after the sun goes down, and then more scattered showers coming back for Saturday, although the coverage is going to be less at 30%, and this is mainly going to be along and south of Interstate 20. And basically the same thing for Sunday. So chances of rain through the weekend, but it's not going to be a washout. Just know that it's going to feel like summertime if you're going to be outside. They've got some kind of activity planned for this weekend, and then, of course, early next week, just hot and humid. Now, let's talk about the Mississippi River at Vicksburg and Natchez. We are way above flood stage at both locations, and the crest still hasn't happened. That's going to be early next week in Vicksburg at 49.5 feet. That would be in the top 20 highest crest ever at Vicksburg. But Natchez, the crest there has been revised up again, up to 56 feet on April the 29th. So that's a foot higher than it is now at 55 feet. If we make it to 56 feet in Natchez, that is going to be the 11th highest crest ever recorded in Natchez. So there are several roads that are going to go underwater close to the river, and they're going to stay underwater for a couple weeks because we're not going to see that river fall below moderate flood stage until at least May the 7th or 8th, and then after that it's going to take a little while to get actually down below flood stage. So for at least the next couple of weeks, we're going to see some high water on the Mississippi River in Vicksburg and in Natchez. Now, tonight, stray showers, 20% chance after midnight, mid-60s in the morning with a south breeze overnight. Tomorrow we keep a south wind, so the humidity stays high. We'll see that limited sun in the morning, 50% chance of scattered showers in the afternoon. The high temperature at 82 degrees. Then we're at 87 over the weekend, 89 early next week. And then the chance of rain starts to go back up starting Wednesday through Friday of next week, and that's going to shave a couple of degrees off those afternoon highs. But morning lows are still going to be in the upper 60s to near 70. That's why I'm saying it's going to feel like summer as we head into the first couple of days of the month of May. I believe May starts Thursday. So you're looking at the last 6 days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 days of April and the first 2 days of May. And Again, feeling a little bit more like June or July. All right, that's going to do it for your Thursday evening weather update. Meteorologist Gracie Morris is going to be here tomorrow morning with your next update, and Roberto Zamora will be here about midday tomorrow, and then Megan Hanna is working the evening shift on your Friday, and she'll have your Friday evening update. Austin Powell is going to be here Saturday, and I'll be back on Sunday. Till then, have a good weekend.